Time now for a full look at our forecast. Meteorologist Juan Acuna has more on how our Thursday is shaping up. And you better hold on to your hats, Juan.
Keep holding on to them, at least for the good half of today, because we're already starting off with gusty winds out there. But we have a lot of dry air that's pretty much taken over South Texas at this point. So a little bit cool out there as well. Temperatures into the lower 60s. We're holding on to that northeasterly wind at 21 miles an hour and still gusting right around 30 to 35 into the overnight hours. But the frontal boundary that came in yesterday unfortunately didn't bring a whole lot of rainfall associated with it. We only officially reported a trace out at the airport. We all know that does a whole lot of nothing for us. But peak gusts today, these are as of midnight to now, almost 40 miles an hour out at the Naval Air Station, 36 in Port Aransas, Rockport as well, and officially 33 out at the Corpus Christi International. We continue to hold on to a coastal flood advisory. This will be until 3 o'clock for all the island areas, and again, that's minor beach flooding around the high tides, and that's 1 foot of beach inundation that will be possible. We'll go over those high tides in just a second. Gale warning in effect remaining for the offshore waters for 45-knot winds. Seas continuing to be possible up to 13 feet, so use caution out there. Small craft advisories also in effect for the near shores and bays as well, for the bays to be choppy to rough out there. So again, not a great day to be out on the water if you're not experienced. Notice the wind forecast continuing to hold on to that northeasterly component, strongest right near the coastline, around 15 to 25, but lightening up just a little bit the farther inland that you go. Then by 10 o'clock, a lot of that wind begins to relax, so that's certainly some good news. We'll see light winds as we go into tomorrow morning. That will allow temperatures to be on the chilly side once again. Most of us will be into the 50s there, and then as we go into the afternoon, we'll pick up an east-southeasterly wind once again at around 10 to 20 miles an hour. So about 61 this morning. Again, a light jacket required as you make your way out the door. 62 off in Alice, 60 in Falfurrias. Our water temperature has cooled off into the upper 60s too. So as you look at the hour-by-hour forecast, notice that those temperatures still hovering into the 50s and 60s for a good part of the morning, and still pretty breezy to windy out there. But the farther we go into the day, I think we'll see a little bit more into the way of sunshine, getting into the upper 60s. And notice at about 5 o'clock, we're looking at those easterly winds at around 17 miles an hour. So 60s and 70s across the region will rule for today. Again, more sunshine in the afternoon. Seas still 8 to 10 feet. The rip current risk is going to be moderate out there, so use caution, folks. Balpal Pier high time at 8:13 this morning, 8:55 out at the Port Aransas Jetty just after the noon time frame at Nueces Bay, and then 5:11 out at the Packery Channel. Still lots of allergens in the air, high counts of mold out there, moderate for the grass, ragweed, and tree as well. Lots of cloud coverage, still a little bit of sprinkles into the inland areas, but overall not a big deal. It may dampen the roadways just a little bit, but the frontal boundary that has continued to make its way across the region. It's way off into the Gulf of Mexico with 20s and 30s across the northern plains at this point. 7-day forecast shows 69 today, 51 and 70 for tomorrow, 57 and 74. Just a couple of stray showers over the Easter holiday weekend, and then early next week we start to warm up just again. Here's our Cordero McMurray.